Nice start to the day, and a lot of concerns about recessions, I think, alleviated a little bit by that jobs report. Let's take a look at the sectors, what's moving here. And again, that nice little move up with different sectors here, generally positive here. Banks just went negative, but industrials, retail, semis, energy, all flattish, let's call it right now. If you take a look at what's been going on the week, we have this strange amalgam of growth sectors like semiconductors continuing to do well and defensive groups like consumer staples. This is an odd combination, you know, utilities and semis, consumer staples and semis doing well. But a lot of groups have not had a good week, even with the numbers today. Energy's down, for example. Banks have not had a good week. They're generally down 3.5%. Industrials also down 3%. So generally, cyclicals still very much on the weak side. What about this jobs report? So what's it done for the narrative overall? I think there's 2 points you can make about it. First, I think it's fair to say it's cooled but not eliminated some of the recession narrative that's out there. Let's face it, we were all primed for a negative number or a lousy number below 100,000. The street was. I think it's cooled some of that. Did it cool the Fed's rate cut narrative? I don't think so. I don't think the numbers was really strong enough to really cool that narrative down. And that's the problem here. It was okay, but not strong enough to blow away completely that recession narrative. So let's call it right in the middle here. 75% chance of a Fed cut now. It was 90%. Yesterday for the month of October. So where is the consumer? We talked about this yesterday. Job growth strong but slowing. Wage growth steadily improving, a little below expectations on this month. Retail sales still strong. Talk to the CEO of MasterCard or Visa. They talk about the consumer being very strong. Their revenues keep going over at MasterCard. It's been a great year for them and a great year for Visa. So the consumer is still strong. Where are we? What's going to move the markets next week? It's the trade deal. So the representatives are coming in from Washington, from China. Next week, the China delegation will be in town. I think it's fair to say the expectations are pretty low on this one here, but I think there's a lot more urgency due to the weaker data that we've seen. So maybe we will get some kind of movement here overall. After that, of course, it's all on earnings, and we're going to get some of the more important companies within the next 2 weeks. So J.P. Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, Wells Fargo on the 15th, IBM on the 16th, and then my favorite, the deep cyclicals, the Honeywells and the Textrons. That'll be October 17th. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to get much clearer information on the pace of trade negotiations as well as earnings commentary for the fourth quarter, and that's going to set the scene for the rest of the quarter.